No, he can't watch. Nobody's allowed to watch this. This tournament is forbidden. I'm kidding, guys. Stay, please, stay.
It's pay-per-view only. For the new MOG, man.
You have to give us money if you want to watch.
Yeah. This gold silver tournament is like we can do monopoly on gold silver tournaments right here.
Well, the reason is because, like, right here, this is where you get to see the upcoming pros. minnymac is like the future Idra, and PapaRoach is like the future Nesty.
Whoa.
Yeah, I'm telling you.
I am so glad that we get to watch these future superstars right here. I can't even tell you how excited I am. And this is not sarcasm at all.
Oh god, this is just mean, bro. Anyways, here we are, moving into the game. You introduce our players. Go.
Okay, alright. We have the future Idra, so in other words, the BM guy who doesn't play enough and should practice more, but doesn't. Down in the bottom right corner is a red Zerg. He's minnymac.
Ooh.
That's a pretty cool name. And his opponent, future Nesty, he is going to be so awesome, and apparently we are all going to be in his dream, but not yet. He is the blue Zerg PapaRoach.
Alright. Is he purple, but okay.
Is he purple?
He's purple.
Perhaps I am slightly colorblind. I'm not sure. I don't know. Maybe it's my monitor. It looks really blue to me.
Do you have the team colors set?
You know what I have?
What?
I have that thing that... There we go. It sets, players' colors.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about, yeah.
Yeah, I just turned it off.
Turn that shit off, because we don't need it around here, bro.
Indeed. And the purple player, no, the blue player.
As you can see, we have 2 Overlords and a drone scout coming out here. Now, this is actually going to work out better in minnymac's favor, because he's going to have vision of shit before it's too late. And PapaRoach, sitting comfortably back with a 10 pool, it looked like, so, or an early pool. It was a very early pool. I think it was a 10 pool. So,
yeah, he's going super old school, and by that I mean he's going Brood War with an overpool. He's also not scouting with his Overlord, which is kind of weird. And the other Overlord is, like, behind his minerals. So
he's pulling on his other Overlord back.
Apparently PapaRoach hates vision.
Well, this is not going to work out well for him. Maybe he thinks that because he'll be able to get some pressure out with this early spawning pool, maybe he thinks that he'll be able to get away with it, but I don't think this is really looking good for him, seeing as the fact that he has no vision, and minnymac, with an Overlord right outside his base, is going to be able to catch any kind of aggression that comes out of him way before it gets to him.
minnymac has gone hatch first, though, and PapaRoach is taking gas, so if he goes for, like, a Baneling bust after some lane aggression, I think minnymac could actually be in a lot of trouble, oddly enough.
Well, we do see PapaRoach running into the base. He is going to scout that pool. He did see the hatchery earlier, so it all comes down to how is he going to react to this. We have no lings being made by either side here. Of course, minnymac doesn't have lings because he doesn't have his spawning pool that just popped, but PapaRoach just kind of sitting back and playing a little safe.
Yeah, and minnymac is either out of lava right now, or he's being awesome because he's not making any lings yet, as he hasn't seen any from his opponent. Usually when you see a temple, you just, like, panic make a bunch of Zerglings, but, you know, PapaRoach isn't even attacking right now, so it's a really good choice not to make any. Oh, never mind, there's 4.
There's 4. Okay. Well, we do have a Baneling nest going down for minnymac, and an expansion going down for PapaRoach. Now, minnymac, oh, wait, that's spine in the base, but that was not cancelled. minnymac going to clean that up with 4 Zerglings just fine. Not a big deal. Now, are we going to see pressure out of minnymac? He doesn't have speed started. He does have a Baneling nest up, so this Baneling nest does look like it's going to be defensive.
Yeah, it should be here. However, his opponent is going roaches, so that's no good. And I just want to say that Spinecrawler Rush was the most ineffective I've ever seen.
Well, number one thing, when you want to do a Spinecrawler Rush, you want to put it, like, right in these small crevices at the mineral line so you can block off paths.
You want to put it somewhere that the rings are the lings are
The
not going
rings.
to run by.
The rings.
The rings.
You don't want.
Rings.
You don't want the rings to run by.
Nah, man, that's
when
no good.
when did you turn Korean?
I don't know.
Well, we do have two defensive banelings morphed here at Minimac's base, and lings coming out for PapaRoach. So, well, not lings coming out, but we do have lings out. Of course, they're not being used right now. I'm not quite sure what the purpose of them is, and they're not on the Zelnagas. They're not keeping an eye on anything, but we'll see what he has planned for those, as he does have his Roachhorn, 2 gases, and nothing at his natural.
Yeah, I mean, if you look at what he's mining in the gases, he's got 3 in one and 1 in the other, so either he's trying to be Protoss, but he did it wrong, or he needs to put those other drones into gas so he can get his layer quicker in tech, which I think is what he wants to do. So, watch out for that.
Alright, so we do have speed is on the way for Minnymac. 4 roaches on the way for PapaRoach. It looks like he's going to utilize, actually he does have a roach that did come out. Looks like he's going to start showing off his name a bit. PapaRoach.
Yeah, dude. Get them roaches. I'm sure that's why he picked that name and not at all because of the band. We do also see, though, that Minnymac is getting Roachhorn as well, so he's
hey man, I'm excited to be able to cast this great band.
Dude, did you see that? 15 drones in production all at once. That was amazing.
I did indeed see that out of Minnymac.
Minnymac.
Yeah, droning like a boss. 2 spines going down in response to the roach ling that is on its way, and we should see more lings are being brought out and banelings being morphed to deal with the lings. PapaRoach has a window here. He could push now, but it looks like he's going to sit back as he is not aware of this fact.
Yeah, this attack here is going to depend on will Minnymac get good baneling hits, and will these spines...
Oh, that was a great baneling hit! Taking down all of those lings with 1 baneling. He needs to pull these banelings back. They're not that good on roaches, but it looks like he's going to clean this up regardless, losing a queen, which is not something you want to do, but he does hold off this attack just fine.
Yeah, he will have a little bit of a stunted economy just because he's not going to have those larvae, but it's way worth killing that many roaches and lings really cost efficiently, so definitely a good trade for Minnymac, and it looks like he is going to try to counter right now, and I don't see any banelings for PapaRoach, so he might be in trouble.
Banelings are being morphed for Minnymac, as more roaches are coming out, and that's going to be enough to defend this.
Yeah, it should be. It looks like he's got 9 roaches, so he should be fine. If Minnymac does commit here, he's going to want to try to get his banelings out as soon as possible. Losing lings really doesn't matter, but losing 4 banelings for pretty much nothing would hurt.
Now I do see Minnymac throwing out this Overlord, seeing what he could see. He does see 2 gases on the main, but only 1 drone on each of them, and he did see that little roach congregation there at the front of his opponent's base. So I think right now, if I was Minnymac, I'd be feeling pretty comfortable. Minnymac is ahead in workers, 48-36. As he does have speed and burrow on the way, but we do have a lair on the way for, lair on the way for, I had that backwards, lair on the way for Minnymac. I guess it's at his, yeah, it is natural. And lair is already up for PapaRoach as he's getting burrow and speed for his roaches.
Yeah, he's actually already finished his infestation pit. He started an infester, but no pathogen gland, so he's not going to have the energy upgrade. And to talk about like the gas saturation here, it's kind of a problem. He's going to need to look at this because he's like missing, what is this? This is, yeah, 3 workers, so he's essentially on 3 gas right now instead of 4, which is a huge deal when you're going infestors. Right,
that is definitely a huge deal. That is a lot of infestors that you just won't be able to get out in time.
Yeah, that's like a pet peeve of mine. Gas saturation, oh, that and people fighting too much.
I don't like to go infester until I have 3 bases with 6 gas. That's my thing. Like I don't really overcommit to infestors until that point.
Yeah, infestors are really gas intensive. I think my favorite opening in this matchup is the 9 muta opening, where you go right spire off 2 base, get 9 mutalisks, take your 3rd, and pretty much kill your opponent's 3rd almost every time. that's just a really solid opening for this point, like how the meta is in Zerg vs. Zerg.
Well, we do have a Hydralist in that is finishing up for minnymac, and his third did just recently come up, so if he can saturate this and grab those gases, if he can hold that, that'd be great, as the third does finally go down for PapaRoach.
Yeah, and he's taking not the usual third, so it looks like, I mean, this would be good if he was going to be aggressive, so maybe he'll do that, but maybe he just likes to kind of take expansions that aren't scouted as quickly. It's definitely a huge possibility.
Well, there is a Ling sitting here for minnymac at the third base, so it's possible that we just missed it and then he ran a drone up there and lost it.
Could be.
No, that didn't happen. I was checking, but no,
Yep,
that did not happen. He probably, maybe he just did not want it to be scouted out. Who knows? Some people do take that expansion first.
Yeah, I think he just doesn't want it to be seen right away. It's kind of a cool move. It actually, doing stuff like this kind of relies on your opponent scouting. So maybe not always the most effective in like silver gold tournaments, but once you get high enough, it's actually really worth doing.
Right.
If you don't mind having a base that's a little bit out there.
Well, if there's one thing that I have learned from watching a lot of these silver and gold games, is that when it comes to silver and gold players, they tend to really like hidden expansions. Now we do have minnymac moving across the map.
Yeah, and he's got 1-1 right now against the no upgrades of his opponents. So this is definitely an interesting timing he could hit here. The problem for him is if he tries to attack up this ramp against infestors, he's going to have some trouble.
He is definitely going to have some trouble, but he does see the drone transfer there. Let's see if he reacts there. Yes, he definitely is going to react there, and he's going to run into the base. He did see those drones transfer, and that's something that, oh, and the banelings are going to get the drones, but there's just not a whole lot of drones there. I wouldn't have wasted those banelings.
Yeah, definitely not. The banelings were a little bit, of a win for PapaRoach, but I mean, losing 5 drones, a queen, and a hatch is not worth a few banelings. So definitely a big advantage there for minnymac.
I really do think that PapaRoach is going to have an advantage here, mostly because of the infestors and the fact that he now has hydras out. Infestors are very powerful. Upgrades will help you, but even if you're behind on upgrades, infestors make all the difference.
Infestors are pretty awesome, but we look at the drone count here. It's 57 to 33. So if minnymac just doesn't attack, he'll be way ahead.
Right.
I do like, though, PapaRoach's burrow thing here. I would prefer the banelings and zerglings being in front of the roaches, but this is still kind of cool.
Yeah, he definitely does, as you can see, have a plan with this, moving his infestors into position there. Now, I don't know if maybe he plans on trapping on the ramp, but
yeah, it's not gonna work. There's an overseer.
Yeah, it's not gonna work.
You should just pull those roaches up to the top of the ramp.
That would be better. The high ground advantage does help a lot. Oh, now he's moving hydras up to the other, right below the ramp. Now we do have minnymac is not droning up anymore. It looks like he's just going to start getting that upgrade for his own infestors. Well, actually, no, he's putting down his infestation pit, not even getting the upgrade. So he is going for his own infestors, and we did see a little bit of poking up there. It looks like. But PapaRoach was able to pull back his roaches in time.
Yeah, the upgrades now are 2-2 for minnymac versus 1-1 for PapaRoach, so a little bit better. That's 1-1, or 1. Oh no, okay, no, he's got 1 attack for each. Sorry, I thought he had Carapace. But something to mention is that minnymac didn't get Groove Spines, so his hydras are only at 5 rampage.
Oh, what is PapaRoach doing? Moving his roaches out. He needs to pull this back. There's an overseer there. He loses 1 roach. And
that's it,
minnymac could have gone for that. He could have cleaned all of those roaches up and he would have had a perfect way into the main here. Because without the roach support, those fungals cannot stop that army.
Yeah, I'd really love to see PapaRoach do a run by with these lings and then just hold the ramp, get some fungals down, and then hit the banelings onto the army. Because if minnymac decides to just attack instead of defend versus the lings, an engagement like that will put PapaRoach way ahead, but he's just not doing that. That'd be an awesome move to see.
Right.
He does that soon.
Now we do have a lot of infestors that did just pop. That was 8 infestors on their way. Oh man, that is quite a lot of infestors for minnymac. And
he did miss the energy upgrade though by a little bit, so no fungals yet.
Oh, that's gonna be huge, as it looks like PapaRoach is gonna run into this. and he does not have his infestors. His infestors are way behind. He does not have the fungals. The fungals are going down for minnymac, but PapaRoach needs to get some fungals down. He does have fungals. They are going down, but he just doesn't have the roaches anymore. He lost so much in that engagement.
There's not a bunch of infested Terrans, but I mean, those don't help when your opponent just decides to run away.
Exactly.
So this looks really tough for PapaRoach right now.
Oh man, that was... I mean, it wasn't bad timing at all for PapaRoach. He just needed to have those fungals there to support, and he would have won that engagement.
Yeah, if his engagement had gone how he wanted it to go, he could have done some good damage there, but it just didn't really go that way. Nice fungal there, gets a lot of the units, but he ends up losing some infestors for it, all of them.
Oh, there it goes.
Not the best trade.
Not the best trade at all. You don't want to lose infestors, ever.
No, we see this fly here is 155 to 65,
see,
so I'm just going to call it.
No, not necessarily. But infestors are like Colossus and for the Zerg. The Zerg, it's important for Zerg to have infestors, just as it's important for Protoss to have Colossus. And it looks like Hydras and Roaches are going to make their way out, but it doesn't look like there's going to be enough here. And we're not going to see a fungal go down. Oh, nope. That infestor does die, but it doesn't matter. There's so much here, and not enough for PapaRoach to defend. Is he trying to get anything out? No, he doesn't. He has 6 infestors coming out, but that's not going to clean this up. As it looks like the natural's going to fall, and drones are going to fall. This is
2 upgrades about to finish too, so that's like the biggest anti-timing that hurts. If he had gotten those a little bit earlier, it maybe holds that with the infestors out also, but getting them after the battle was already over just really hurts.
The Roach and the Hydras are tearing everything apart. There goes the 2 Evo chambers, and the infestors are being pulled back. PapaRoach still thinking he can save this. He's like, I got this, bro, but he's losing so much damage being done. There go the infestors. They do die. 1 fungal goes down, and there's the GG from PapaRoach.
No worries, bro. 20 drones. I got this.
minnymac moving on to the next round.
So it's best of 1 double elimination, right?
It is double elimination, so PapaRoach is not out of this yet.
Still has a chance, man, but he's gonna play a lot of games. Like a lot.
Yeah, he is gonna have to play a lot.
Going through the losers bracket is like actually 3 times the games as going through the winners bracket.
Yeah. Alright, well everybody make sure that if you're on IvDYogiTime.com to go ahead and click those ads. They do support these tournaments, and all this money that is going towards the winners does come out of those ads. So if you would like to see more tournaments in the future with even greater prize pools, then you need to click those ads, but don't spam them because we have gotten in trouble for that once already.
Click them once.
Click them once.
Yeah, that's what Brian was saying. Because I only just joined like Monday. That's what he was saying. He's like, yeah, actually we lost a bunch of money because...
Oh, we lost a lot of money because that was ridiculous, yeah.
It's too bad. Someone's like, I'm going to help support them. No.
Yeah, well, because Google gets pissed off when they have to pay us money.
That makes sense. I mean, it's like, people aren't actually using these ads like they're supposed to be, but we still give you money. No.